Every year for the past 5 centuries or so, just before Easter, Bayonne celebrates its famous ham. Located around 30 kilometers from the Spanish border, the city of Bayonne is the capital of French Basque country. And although ham is practically a religion here, it's not actually made here.
Bayonne is a port city, so all the people curing ham around the Adour River basin would pass through Bayonne. And this is how it became known as Bayonne ham, because the trading took place on the port of Bayonne.
Legend has it Bayonne ham was discovered by accident in the 14th century.
A wild boar was killed during a hunting trip, and it fell into the saline springs in Salles de Bayonne, where the famous salt comes from. The following year, the water dried up and they found the boar, which had been preserved by the salt.
Around 20 or so pork butchers like Eric Hospital showcased their ware during the annual festival. In 1998, Bayonne ham was given Protected Geographical Indication or PGI status by the EU and has since had to meet very strict criteria.
For Bayonne ham to have PGI status, it has to come from a certain area, the Midi-Pyrenees and the Aquitaine and Poitou-Charentes regions, collectively known as the Grand Sud-Est.
Once slaughtered, the meat is stored in drying facilities located around the Adour Basin, a geographical area of around 17,000 kilometers squared, delimited by the Adour River. Pierre Autaiser is a breeder in the Aldude Valley in the heart of Basque country.
This is a sorting room where the ham is cured with a mixture of Salles de Bayonne salt and spices, and then it is left for 1 day per kilo of weight. It's really picked up the aromas of the fresh meat. And this is a drying room where the ham matures, where it is air dried. The ham is left for 4 months, by which time it starts to crust. It is starting to dry, so we coat it with fat.
And then begins the maturing process, the longest part. The ham is hung up for 6 to 7 months at room temperature, preserving its flavour.
There are no machines in this room. The ham is air-dried. We are able to produce Bayonne ham because we have the perfect climate. We have the humidity of the sea air and the warm winds from Spain.
Pierre Autaiser carefully controls the quality of his ham.
And this is great. We can really tell how it's maturing. This is where it all starts. I love Bayonne ham because, firstly, it has its own identity.
This ham has come from white pigs, but Pierre Autaiser rears another breed, the Basque pig, which he uses to make another type of ham, Quintoa ham. In the 1980s, this breed was classified as an endangered species, and Pierre Autaiser has worked hard at reintroducing it into the region. He now has a herd of over 400 pigs. Bayonne ham is France's most popular cured ham. Some chefs, like Alain Darroze, have made it their specialty. He cooks it à la plancha.
And it releases a wonderful flavour, a oily, hazelnutty flavour. I can cook it anywhere. For me, ham is almost like a basic ingredient in cooking.
In 1991, François Mitterrand asked the chef who's from Bayonne to come and work in the Élysée kitchens, where he stayed for 7 months. Today he's making a salad with cabbage, peppers, leeks and ham.
The cabbage is starting to brown, and this is what is great about the plancha. It gives the ingredients colour. They are lightly fried, as they would in a wok, for example, without burning. The ham isn't oily or fatty, it's lean. The fat is often found around the edges. With quality ham, there is a little bit of fat in the middle because this is what gives it its flavour. It's important to bear this in mind. We call this marbled meat because, generally speaking, well-raised pigs only have good fat.
He then prepares an escalope.
I'm adding a small slice of sheep's cheese.
He wraps it all up in a sheet of phyllo pastry and then starts work on some sweet and sour appetizers.
I cut a slice of ham and place it directly on my plancha. The same goes for the strawberries. It may seem an odd blend, but Bayonne ham and strawberries go wonderfully together. And there we go.
Bayonne ham was awarded PGI status in '98 and may soon be given the Controlled Name of Origin or AOC label, making it that bit more prestigious.